Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up the series on the 29th of October 1953. Now the game's on pause for a reason which I'll explain in a little while, but before that I'd like to say a big thank you for any comments and feedback you guys place. Now what I will say is I can't respond to any comments on the previous video because I'm recording this literally as that video is being uploaded. Now the reason I'm recording earlier than normal is that I've got a lot of things to do on the map, and that's the reason why the game is on pause. And I got a little bit worried that by the time I got around to recording this part in a day's time, I would have forgotten about a lot of the things I needed to do. So what I've decided is to record a short video just getting us through the winter. Then hopefully in the next part we'll have a nice new season to get things done. Just to give you an update of where we are, is the meat production is starting to move. We've got a tiny reasonable amount of money to do some of the things I need to do. The steel mill is finished, but I've got a bit of a problem here in the sense that it's draining all the workforce out of this area. So what I'm going to do is drop the workforce right down, because it's literally stolen the workforce from my heating. And the wood cutting post has got a few people in it, but it's stolen most of the workers from the heating, so we're going to need to get a better bus out this way, I think. Let me just check. I think there's only one bus that comes out here, or is it two buses? We got a Zeiss, which is there, and then we got another bus over here. I don't think that is really enough. What I'm thinking is, where are you going? You're going there. Where's the other one coming from? Where's it? Nakoma main bus stop. So we got one from each place, but we're not really getting the workforce. And the capacity of these buses is, where is it, 20. And what I'm thinking is to replace one of these buses with a bus with higher capacity. I think we'll do that now before we get started. And in fact, I'll just let the game run, and now what I would like is something with a bit more carry capacity, say double carry capacity. In fact, this one's cheaper, so we're going to do that one. And I think what we'll do is you can pick up from here, and we're gonna pick up everyone who's educated, and we're gonna drop you off there. In fact, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let all three run together for the moment, because it's gonna be very important to get enough workforce out here. And then what I'll do is, once the routes settle down, I will take the Zeiss off of here, which I need, and I can use that to go somewhere else, which is probably over here. I've got another wood cutting plant here, but I can't do anything with it. Now the steel mill is up and running, but at the moment I don't really want to, how can you say, invest in. In fact, this guy's cutting trees down in this area, or picking trees up. I'm going to be putting some storage and a mechanical components factory in there, but we'll just let him get out of there for the moment. Now the next thing I need to show you is the farming over here. We're on the 31st of October at the moment, and we have yet to get anyone to do the harvesting. In fact, with this little truck here, let me just speed the game up a little bit. So we've got some crops left in this field, but this is being picked up by this truck here. But you can see, so what I'm really going to need to do is replace these harvesters, but I think I mentioned that in the last part. The fields over here are doing quite well, and we've actually got some meat in here. What I would like to do is possibly use this to do some exports for the moment. I don't know if I've got a slot in here, so what we're going to do is send you to there. And at the moment I really need the money, so we're going to have to export all our meat, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, but I think that is all I can do at the moment. So you're going to pick up the meat, and what you already got. Then we're going to export that, the cash, because I think the price of meat is, current price is, yeah, we get 559 for meat opposed to 272 from there. Now what I do want to do is come here, and we're going to take off the medium build. So the only livestock we're going to export is from this one here, and I'm hoping that possibly some surplus will be pulled down into this meat consumption area here. Somebody did post a comment about livestock, and the reason I was keeping away from it is that I always find that the vanilla version of raising cattle didn't really fit with what I wanted to do. Plus it often consumed a lot of crops. Well, I'm really starting to like this idea of the fields. And of course I've got no idea what you guys think of it, because that is in the video that's currently being uploaded. Now something I do want to focus on in this part is getting some winter accommodation done so I can get the people out of here, because I don't think I'm really going to get adequate heating in here. Now something else I want to, yeah, the truck should be here now, so we're going to come here. You're going to pick up from here again, you're going to pick up logs, and you're going to drop off in there. So you can open storage, unload like that, and we're going to get those guys on another winter shifting logs. What was that? Well, we've got a new type of vehicle. Maybe I should have been a bit more patient. Now the iron and steel mill. There's quite a lot of there's a lot of wood in here already pre-cut. I'm kind of thinking that I might leave the mechanical component capability at the moment, and what I want to do is get in here, and I was kind of thinking that I might be able to speed up the process by putting in a truck unloading here like that. I'll push it back a little bit so we can build the roads, and then what that will mean is that when we bring the coal and iron in from here, we can unload here and then ship by conveyor directly into there. Let me just see here. This guy's short of steel, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn our little truck guy loose, because you go and deliver the steel so that we can get those houses built. Ideally by the end of the winter, what I would like is all 4 of these built. No, not 4, 5. Oh, we've got an epidemic situation. Thank you, game. Ministry of Health says, yeah, so where's... Now, I must admit, these epidemics, I've never been that sure. Yeah, I mean, the health is generally good. I mean, it's lower down here. So we're just going to get that going. Now, I'm really going to need a couple of dumpers to get this going. Have I got any workforce in here? We've got some workforce in here. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to let... I think that's my steel guy just gone in there. And I think we'll get one more load of steel just to drive the process. And then what we'll do is we'll try and get a bit of steel production going. That might save me some money. We're just going to... Oh, of course, he's got to go and get some fuel. So we'll just wait for him to go and get the fuel. And then let him drop off the steel. And you can go back to that depot there. Now, the problem I've got is I'm pretty sure that I don't get much choice in the way of dumpers. So what we got here, yeah, I mean, yeah, but the only dumper we got carries 4.5 tons of iron. This is going to be fun. Well, I think all we can do is just buy a couple of those, And I think to begin with, we're just going to give them their own route. And they can come up here and deliver. You can buy coal and offload coal. I mean, truthfully, these are never going to be in a position where they are going to fill up this steel mill. Just gonna put in offload, load, offload. Okay, and then again, we're just gonna have to try and keep an eye on the money situation with respect to importing the coal and iron. When we're not going to produce vast quantities, well, we are getting some logs going in there. How's the crops going? So we're still doing this build here. This one's finished. This one's nearly finished. So we're on the 20th of November. So there's a good chance we're going to get more crops out of this than we've done in previous years. We got 600 over here. Let's just have a look. Crop wise, yeah, we got 600 tons there, another 200 there, and 350 there. So generally, overall, we're doing fairly well. I think if I can get, if I can replace these two here with proper harvesters, I think we will be able to get a full crop from here. And then that leads on to another suggestion someone has made, which is getting a second farm going. And I'm very much inclined to go that route, is possibly build another farm out here with the associated distribution offices. Okay, the snow's just starting. So it's going to be a close run thing. I think we've got about 7 days before that starts to happen. Let me just see. Yeah, we've got 0.32 tons of steel. We're just going to have to keep an eye on that money. I think what we got construction wise, part of people said really dearly like to, I think we can get you built there. We've got a block finished here. We're going to get another one here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to do a bit of forceful movement. And we're going to move you out of here. I mean, how's the over 21 situation? We've got no over 21s. We're going to try and save our population by moving them out of this area. And I think that, so that block's empty, this block is empty. And what I'm gambling is that if there's no one living in these blocks, what we might do is have enough heating to come into this block, because I'm not sure that, I'm not absolutely 100% certain that when you've got people living in a residential block that they actually draw the heat. So the heat will just sit there. So that means that these will get more heating in them. So in some ways this is a little bit of an experiment. Let me just see the road crew. What are you doing? Yeah, you've only got one unfinished road. And what I would like to do is spend a bit of time this winter getting this done. That short section that I've just laid in, where is it? There. Is going to need the support of these guys. Like that. Yeah, so we've lost some crops over here again. So this time we got everything from all our fields except this one. So I think that is pretty good. And how are we doing? I mean, we're kind of holding our own there, and we're getting a very tiny amount of steel coming in. And what's the steel situation over here? We've still got 3 tons of steel over here, which should help with these apartment blocks. Wow, we're really throwing these up now. We'll build that one as well. I know it's going to be very over the top for the accommodation situation, but I think that will solve the heating problem, because the heating demand here now means that we've got a full tank of heating here, so we're going to be okay. Got the logs coming into there. We're actually getting a build up of what we call it's in here, boards. So I think what I will do is, I think it was this one that was exporting the boards, wasn't it? Yep. We're gonna start exporting boards again, just to try and make a little bit in the way of money. And we're gonna put, if there's more than 20% boards in here. What's the board situation? 13. I'm gonna push that up to 20. Actually, going to go higher again. I'm going to go to 28, because we've got some surplus in logs there, and this is keeping this busy. So we're okay. Just trying to think. Yeah, I mean, we don't need the harvesters just yet. This is, let's just say over here, what we were building here is I built these charcoal kilns here. That's been built. I think if we can get the road crew, I think if we can get this and this being built as well, and I think we'll get the road crew, then we'll get the road crew can give an assist with both of those as well. Then what I want to do is just keep filling in the road in this area. Like all the jobs are finished here. Just want to put in that road there, and I think I'm going to keep this bus station as well, so I think we're just dropping that there, and you can give the assist on that. How much steel do I need for this? 20 tons. I need 4 tons of mechanical components. I think I'd really like to get this conveyor built. Got 3.98 tons of mechanical components. Yeah, I think we're going to go for it. I mean, we're going to kind of push our luck a little bit, but I don't think this guy is... I'm just going to drop you down to 10%. What I really need to do now is plan my mechanical component construction here. We've got 1 ton of steel here. It's not going to get me very far, is it? Right, I need to put in an open store and my mechanical components in here. I think I'm going to do it while I'm actually looking at this, and I'm going to pause the game so I don't have to think about anything else, because we get into here, mod storage. Oh, I've already been looking at the storage. Looking for... what we're looking for. Right, so what I'm going to have to do is go through here and find all the open stores with a reasonable amount of storage capacity. That's... oh, I don't like that. That's 6 tons. That's too small. This is 24 tons. These have only got 1 factory connection. I want more factory connections than that. What we've got here, oh, this looks a bit better. Yeah, I think we can do with this. This is 16, this is 40. I think 16 tons of steel would be quite adequate, because we're never going to get a massive amount of production from this. So for argument's sake, if I put that about there, kind of tilt it a little bit. Oh, thank you, game. Oh, I just love you. So we can't do that at the moment because all my excavators are out being busy. Wait, can you come back? Is there any... there's no steel left in here. Oh, 0.27 steel. So what we're going to have to do is just try and trickle in some steel here. it's not going to do me a great amount of favours, but oh, I got my oh, the what we call it has been finished now. Right, it looks like we've got an excavator now, so if I can have another go at the not 40 tons, it's 16 tons, isn't it? Right, we're gonna try and put you in over here like that. Hopefully that road will connect there. And then what I'd like is the ability to create mechanical components here. And if we can drop you in about there. And just going to put you down to there like that. And hopefully our road crew will pick that up and build this. We'll assign you to the we can't at the moment because we need the roads being built. Okay, I mean, this is just gravel, concrete and a tiny little bit of steel, and this is just a board and steel. Oh, this makes sense. But right, we're on the 25th of December. What I'm going to need to do is flip these guys so that they're actually loading from the, where is it? Grain store, farmland grain store, farmland grain store to whoops. Because what I want to do is get all the crops out of here reasonably quickly, because I do have another idea that I want to do. We're just gonna flip you that way. Because if I can empty this store, what I want to do is knock it down, because we're never filling up both of these. And if I can knock this one down, what I can do then is put in a cargo link here to these warehouses. And then I mean, I won't use them, but this is all will be all part of the ongoing process of making the overall farm a little bit more efficient. So we're just going to keep going. And I'd say I do want these buildings finished, but no over 21s at the moment. We've had a few escapees, and I suppose they're just a little bit unhappy with probably the heating situation. It's probably still a little bit unreliable, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring some of these back. You could probably do with maybe just coming back to here. I'd really like to get this finished as well. So how's my income going? Economy. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of making a little bit of money. I think we can afford to go for this. So I think if we assign you to there. What I'm going to have to do is kind of try and speed up this process a little bit. How many dumpers have I got in here? You've got steel and aluminium. I don't think I've got many dumpers in here. I'm kind of wondering whether I can get away with these cheaper dumpers here in this build, and then this dumper I can assign to, I think I will do it. This guy's got a 10-ton carry capacity, so we're going to put there, because I think is it if we come to here, we need a lot more coal, but we might need a lot more coal than actually iron. Right, I think I didn't realize that construction office had been built, so I think what we will do is just going to buy, what are you? You're an open hole. If I buy a kind of cheapo dumper, say 4.5 tons, 3.3 do that, and we're going to assign you to there. Not there, sorry. Ah. So. Which I've just realised that I've sent this guy to the wrong place. Ah. Okay, back again. Sorry about this. Change. Go to there. Let me just find the guy who's delivering the iron. You're shipping coal. Right, let me just... Where are you? Okay, have you filled up this area then? Yes, he has. Okay, what we're going to do... Oops, where did you go? Sorry, I've lost him again. You go to there. This will be the distribution office for supplying the coal and iron to here. But we're going to need a lot more guys working on the coal. How are we doing? Okay, we're running low on here again. How are we doing over here? Fuel situation is good. Food situation be good. So that is built. We got this one to build and we'll be good. We've got eventually we should be able to get this built, but we're going to need to get some vehicles in here and a workforce to get things going. But I'm going to leave that for the moment. And we got this here because what I'd rather prefer to do is get this finished, get this built. Right, we got that connected. What are you down to? Got the charcoal kilns and the truck aggregate. I think at the moment it's difficult. It's the asphalt. I built an asphalt road here. Oh, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Okay. Looks like I've accidentally built my first asphalt road, but that'll be okay. All right, we've now got this here, manage tasks. What we'll have to do is direct delivery just for the moment. You can have coal and iron, and we're going to unload coal and iron to, well, I think we're just do that for the moment. We set this to 40%. What that should do is this will always stay up pretty high. So what I do is get the trucks running backwards and forwards from there. And what the game will be able to do is sort it out for itself. So that's the idea. Right, this just needs some steel and a few components. This is going to need some steel and lots of components. I need to try and keep an eye out on, yeah. We may have to suspend this from time to time. I don't think there's any other way I can do this at the moment, so I think what we're going to do is we're just going to discard that, because I don't think he's going to really work hard on keeping this busy. Right, we're on the 19th of January. Just a little bit worried about, yeah, we're losing money at the moment. So we're going to have to be very careful making sure that we got things flowing properly. I could get the brick exports flowing as well. What we might need is this being built and staffed, but then we're going to have to get the vehicles in here to do it. This just needs a little bit more steel and a little bit more bricks, and I think we've managed to get through the winter without a massive amount of losses, which is exactly what I wanted to do. And we've now got a growth path for these properties here. I mean, it's changed the pattern and location of the workforce. I think these guys, temperature too low. Okay, sorry. So we're still going to need to get this heating situation sorted out, but I think this could be a partial success with respect to getting things sorted out. So we're just going to have to kind of grin and bear this for the moment. Right, so we've got this here. Right, we need to get the factory connections built. We'll allocate you and you, and we'll get these guys in for the assist as well. Now, these guys have an unfinished footpath. Oops. That normally oops. Normally an unfinished footpath is an indicator that it's so short, yep, that it can't be built by them. So what we'll have to do is just come in here, and we'll just have to allocate that to you. I think the other thing I wouldn't mind doing is like putting a footpath through here behind this, so we can just kind of ease a footpath through there, and that should get picked up and built. Still got a need for some roads here. I think I can. That's going to be very short, so we're going to have to put that onto construction crew. Any other reasonably long roads in here that could be. It's a kind of section of road. It's a path there. So we built a road link in there. I could do that section there just to fill that bit in. I think what we're going to have to do now is just let the game catch up with the existing jobs, and hopefully things will work out. We're holding our own with the cash at the moment at 30,000, so that's good. Right, we just need a little bit more asphalt, and then that would be built. Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there, but okay. And we are getting a tiny little bit of steel coming out of here, which is keeping our kind of production going. I think what I'm going to have to do is allow the game to catch up, and then what we will do is kind of restrict our jobs so that we can use the steel effectively. Because what I really would like to do is finish off these conveyor belt systems. Because if I can do that, at the moment I've got a dumper assigned to keeping these full up with gravel. So if I can complete these conveyor belt systems, what that will mean is that I can then use that dumper for other purposes. I think the dumper is in here somewhere. For some reason that guy is picking up gravel from outside. He shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, it's this distribution office here that is using the dumper to keep the asphalt and cement concrete plant together, so we can get that done. kind of holding at 30,000, which is good. I just need to get this done in the best way I can. We've got all our accommodation built now, so we should be okay from the point of view of this. In fact, I was going to move out some of these citizens, wasn't it? And what we're going to do is demolish you. And we'll just get rid of that little bit of a footpath there. And just want to check residential. Where's the old house? Got to find it amongst all this lot. I've got just so many types of property here. Got a small commune. Workers' wooden house. Where's the old house? Yeah, old 4-story apartment. See, we could put another one in there should I need it, but I'm hoping that I won't need it. And so eventually what we can get is another row of houses here, and what that will do is improve the workforce. Can you guys get to... Yes, you can. We're probably getting a lot more people now working in the biofuel plant as well. I think we've got it under control, if that is something you can say when you play this game. Yeah, you need mechanical components. You need a little bit of steel and a little bit of mechanical components. So we're just going to have to let these jobs run through best we can and see how we can go. Looks like we've actually might be working on this road here. So this road is nearly finished. We just need 0.18 tons of asphalt there. We can get these built and this built. What I can do then is switch the pickup from to here, and if we get this components factory here, what we can do is just manufacture a small amount of components. That means we will no longer need to import the components. And then what we'll have to do is put a lot of focus on keeping this steel mill going. I mean, it's not going to produce vast amounts of steel, but if I can get more dumpers running in here in relation to how much money we get. Sorry, I'm just going to look at the exports again. What did we do last month? I think it's the alcohol that's actually making the money at the moment. So that's where we're going to have to be very careful, because we can't afford to lose money on this. So there's gravel boards. I mean, I could turn on the brick exports again as well. When we got 13 tons of bricks here, I can't remember who did the brick exports. I think you were the brick guy, weren't you? No, you're the board guy, so you must be the brick guy over here. Yeah. Just put you... Well, you already... It says you're already there. Actually, let's just rename this so I know what it is. Small brick door. So let's just get back over to here and see if we can find it. There it is. And you can pick up bricks there. So what we'll do is we'll export the bricks. I think it's time to recharge the trees around here as well, because we need to make sure there's trees, and we'll just put a bit more trees around here as well, ready for when we bring this factory online. Yeah, we need to grow the population a little bit more, I think, simply because At the moment, we don't really have enough workers. Let's see. It says we got 85 unemployed though. But I think part of the problem is moving them to wherever we want them to be. We've got 26 workers there. Right, we're just starting to come out of winter. And we're just going to let everything turn green. And then what I'll do is a quick run through and check. And that's where I'll call it for this video. So we are now out of winter. You can see we've actually built quite a lot of road in here actually. The rest of it looks a bit scruffy, so I think we'll just put that in there and just to make sure we're assign you there. So we've got accommodation here, we've got accommodation here, so we got way over the top now for accommodation, which is okay. This is not able to enjoy sport. I'm kind of thinking that no, it's only 2. How about over here? Just have a quick check. We got a little bit of a sporting issue, so that's something we'll have to address in the next video. This is slowly coming together. I think that's just finished. So we've got our first little bit of asphalt road in the entire game, which I built by accident, but that's okay. I think what we can do now is assign that to there as well, because I wouldn't mind that being built. And we'll assign that as well, so I don't forget about it. And then that will give me a small industrial complex to keep going. I actually quite like this open store actually. I think maybe it's time to change the thumbnail as well, so probably going to become the thumbnail. I think that's going to be it for this video, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.